Good morning, fellow degenerates. Hold on one second. Not going to tell you what I'm doing because you're going to make fun of me. So hold on. Just going to do it behind the camera, behind the graphic. Hold on. Oh. Okay, I put chapstick on. What's up? Good morning. What's up, Aloha Bets? Matthew Martin in YouTube says, good morning, DGen. The worst part about this whole thing as a Yankees fan is that I am not mad at Soto or Hal. There's no one to be mad at. It just sucks. Matthew, hello, good morning, and thank you for your thoughts on the situation. I appreciated everybody's feedback, by the way, on that question, because I thought I was going to get a lot of smart ass answers. If anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about, by the way, I asked Twitter this morning about the Juan Soto signing with the New York Mets. Wow, YouTube's buzzing today. Alan Dims comes in here hot. I honestly could not give two fucks about Soto. Crazy story, but if someone isn't an NY fan, this doesn't need to be talked about all off season. Yeah, Alan, I don't disagree. I don't disagree. Hold on. Let's give it a second. Let's give it a second before we get balls deep in the Soto talk, because I want a few more people to trickle on in here. I see we've got more in Twitch. It's early. We started at 10 today because the recap Monday streams are usually pretty good and pretty busy. People like these, which is awesome. But we've got a lot to talk about because we've got college football playoffs, like the overview, to discuss. And then it was a pretty good day in the NFL, I thought, or maybe it was just a really good ending with that fucking Bills-Rams game. Was awesome. But yeah, there's a lot I want to talk about. And then we have obviously the Bengals and the Cowboys, which I don't think we're going to spend too much on it, too much time on it, but I think we'll maybe dissect and analyze some props. I'm going to go live on TikTok as well, because people seem to like that too and have been joining in lately. But obviously you'll have my undivided attention in this stream. The TikTok viewers on Prop Talk, which by the way, thanks for tuning into Prop Talk yesterday. Good turnout. The majority of the TikTok viewers, man, they fucking love fantasy football. I love fantasy football too. 9-4. I got the 2 seed, got a bye in the playoffs. I just found out. I never know how my league works. I just show up. You know what I mean? I just show up last second too, like 3 minutes before kickoff. I'll do my lineup. I hope everybody had a nice, successful fantasy football season. But at the same time, I also don't give a fuck. Kirk Cousins, 2 touchdowns, hook. Yeah, we could talk about that. We could talk about the Falcons game, Falcons Vikings. We're going to go over each game individually and recap it. Biggest takeaways. What can we use? I want to categorize players and teams on who's a bet on, who's a bet against. You know what I mean? Bet on, bet against. Because I've got some guys in mind. I've got some teams in mind, and I have some thoughts. So I'm looking forward to sharing them with you. But let's keep going. Let's catch up with the comments real quick. It's not too busy in here at the moment. Reggie, morning DGen, boots on ground in Dallas tonight. Awesome, Reggie. I'm assuming you didn't travel as a Bengals fan. You're probably a Cowboys fan. Let me know what your read is on the game. They got outbid and outplayed, and I guess I just have to live with it. Got to reload. Yep. Yeah, but the Yankees, the Yankees will be fine, right? I should probably have a fucking ball knower up here to talk to me about this Juan Soto Yankees thing. But you know what? Let's start there. Let's talk some Juan Soto. Then let's talk some college football playoff, because I have some fucking thoughts there too on the Alabama and SEC boo-hooing. My gosh. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, and I'll tell you why. Kirko or Darnold for my 32-team PPR this weekend. Cornfields is already in silly form. We love to see that. Georgia to win the Natty? I don't know. I'm not in love with Georgia. I'm just not. But maybe. I think it's Oregon. Finally hit a 16 parlay on over-unders thanks to the KC under. Let's fucking go. Jays fan for life. Congratulations. Nice job on your parlay. I have yet to hit a nice parlay this season. I've got to keep cracking and keep doing it. Oh, no. You know what I just realized? My laptop battery is not fully charged. I did not charge my laptop. So at some point in this stream, we're going to run into a little bit of an issue. Anyways, let me turn my brightness down and whatever I can do to, should I close Spotify? Does closing Spotify save your battery life? Maybe it does. Yankees fans immediately flip to he's not even that great to be worth it. He is a bad right fielder. Hilarious. Yeah, very funny. Very funny to hear the spin on that. When your team doesn't sign a marquee player after Yankees fans were literally slurping Juan Soto all season. Hovey, I'm a Yankees fan, and I have been saying not to spend that much. Team needs pitching. Yeah, but Mahoney, come on. As much as you need pitching, and as much as I value pitching, you wanted to have Juan Soto. You know it. You fucking know it. It's crazy. It's crazy if you think you're okay not having Juan Soto. That 1-2 punch. And Giancarlo Stanton turned it up too towards the end of the season in the playoffs, but the guy's just never reliable. CFP Championships weekend got burned with Lafayette -4.5. That sucks. Notre Dame pretty decent favorite against Indiana, DGen. Yeah, Nikki. That's a fat spread, but I'll tell you, I don't like the matchup. I think as a football fan and viewer, I think Indiana Notre Dame is an awesome game. But as a Notre Dame fan, I'm a little nervous. Maybe I shouldn't be. We'll talk about that. We're gonna have steak on Wednesdays. Obviously, I'll see if Javon is able to join. I would still like to join. We love having him on and talking college football. It's been great this season doing that. Love the spot too. Yep. Oh wait, what are you talking about? Oh yeah. DGen, if they don't add more this year, Mets to miss the playoffs next year. Look at that lineup. Can't have Beatty in the lineup and be second favorite to win World Series. Beatty fucking stinks. Yeah, that's true. It's a major loss. Yeah. Freddie had a great reply in your thread on why Mets over Yankees. Okay. W Freddie. Got to give you your flowers. Good read on Undunze. Thank you. Which I would have sprinkled 2 TDs. Yep, I did call the Odunze game. However, I would have probably played yards and not touchdown. And I don't know that he hit his yards. But I did like Odunze. The best bet cashed. DJ's best bet 7 weeks in a row. Have not lost. 6-0-1. Stupid fucking Denver, Atlanta, the only push on the under 44 in that game. It was always the Broncos, but we liked the overlap yesterday. We got it 2-2 in the newsletter. If you have not subscribed to the newsletter, you can do so on the website. If you are in TikTok, make sure you're following the account. And on the profile page, thedegenerateweekly.com, you can find our Twitch stream. We're on Twitch right now, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. You have Arizona State to win the Natty? No, let's not get crazy. The American League is so wide open, kind of bad, while the National League is wide open with 5 great teams. Yeah, I have an ND ticket and an Oregon ticket. Love that. Although, unfortunately, I just don't think ND is going to do it. But I'm kind of like I'm a very pessimistic fan. My wife won't tell you that, because every time we watch Notre Dame together, she's like, why do you always do this? You say that this might be the year, this might be the team, but that's like the 1% of times that she catches me in that moment of being like, ooh, maybe we could win it all. Caught Chiefs money line live at plus money, though. Save the weekend. Love to hear it, Tristan. Juan Soto made that team a World Series contender. Yeah, I agree. Soto and Judge, one of the best duos of all time. I totally agree. It sucks not to have Soto. I will never say a bad word about him. I wanted him so bad, just wasn't meant to be, and it's sad. Matthew Martin, I like the cut of Matthew Martin's jib, by the way. Good Yankees fan right here. I like this guy. Also, great punctuation and grammar in the YouTube chat. Give it up for Matthew Martin. Yankees wanted him, then got into a cope of, too much money for a shit fielder. Come on, move on. Dodgers having unlimited funds. Yep. Indiana, yep. Cowboys fan, but I think the defense play better than what the line shows, leaning under 17 Cincy. Okay. 2-2 in the newsletter this weekend. Blaine with a sub bang. Been corp as shit lately, but I miss you all. Blaine 83, appreciate you. 27 months. Just fucking clap it up. 27-month subscriber. We love that. Degenerate faithful. The Mets aren't done spending. Ooh! Zach Foose says in Twitter. AJ Brown profile picture, by the way. I saw that he made some comment about Jalen Hurts. People are saying I'm sharper than corn since I was on Patrick Taylor at 11 a.m. yesterday. Kudos. Barkley, no tutty. Oh, he didn't get in. You guys nailed that. It's a beautiful day. I'm tired. Who cares? Let's get this bread. Love that. B Shmoney. Sure thing. Sounds great. Let's give DGen flowers. Comments on the Falcons pass rush. Proceed to let up 42 points after that first try. Hey, fuckface Allen. I like the over in that game. That was my 2 best bets, but between the over in the Falcons game, over in the Niners game, both cashed. Thank you very much. See you later. Mike Evans, Barkley, no touchdown bang. Yep. DGen, how do we feel about our Irish? Oh, man. I'm nervous. Listen, let's stay on track today. All right. It's 10:15. I don't like that my laptop's not charged. I mean, 47%. What are you guys wagering right now? Yes or no? Does my laptop make it through the entire stream, an hour and 45 minutes? I'm going to hope yes, but I have a lot of things running right now. You know what I mean? Did you parlay Arizona State and Indiana make the playoff in the preseason? Jason Williams asked me in the TikTok stream. Jason, no, unfortunately I didn't. But if you did, can you imagine what that payout would be? Holy schmoly. That is funny as fuck. No, Matthew, I was just giving you flowers. Don't fluff Alan Dims. What number did you get? DGen, bought myself those Reese's animal crackers yesterday. You were right. Very dangerous. Ate a whole bag. Big L, you can't be eating fucking whole bags. No. Big L, you can't be eating a whole bag. I tell myself I'm anywhere between, when I open that bag, I'm anywhere between 2 and 6. Okay. And I've only had 6 of them one time, for what it's worth. One time. That was the night I got home after I just got the bag. Can't be doing the whole bag. No, we can't do that. W Allen, fuck you, steak. Bet you that dude who put 3.1 Eagles on money line word at the end of the game. Yeah, that was a fucking sweat. Personally, love Notre Dame's running back. He's a dog. Yep. Placing a Tennessee future at 21 when you could have gotten it at 28 to 1 5 days later. Fuck off, Allen. DGen, is it weird that I think all 4 underdogs in college football could be trendy? Feel like all the home teams are teams that people have a bad taste with. Steak, are you in here? I think this is a very good take by Matthew Martin. Matthew Martin's on fucking point today, I'll tell you that. W Big Hell. Well done, Hovey. Yeah, nice job on DK. FanDuel was 9-1. Nice job. Okay, So basically, the last thing what I want to do is this real quick, and let's finish up on the Juan Soto comments. Let's see what Freddie Mills just said, and then we'll move on. So I posted a tweet about Juan Soto signing with the Yankees, and basically what I said, to sum it up, if you didn't see it, and again, good morning if you're watching on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok Live. Good morning. So I'm here and I agree. Yeah. Okay. Well, here's what I basically said. I said, first of all, I don't ever recall seeing a player choose between the Mets and the Yankees and choose the Mets. I don't recall that. If that's happened before, it's the first time I've ever seen it. Let me know if I'm wrong. Second of all, if you didn't want to play for the Yankees, if that was an option and they were going to pay you well, obviously they're not cheap, right? And then just to clarify, what I did recognize is that between the Mets and the Yankees, the reason we haven't seen that before, someone choosing the Mets over the Yankees, is probably because the Yankees have a bigger check balance, a check they can write. I know that's changed now, and the Mets can be more competitive with what they spend. So I get that. If you don't want to play for the Yankees and the Yankees could afford you, I just assumed you didn't want to be in New York. And I'm okay with that. Like I used to think when I was younger, like, oh, if you're a big star, like obviously you want to be in New York. But after living here for 10 plus years, like I get it. If I had a fuck ton of money, there's a lot of taxes, or the taxes are very high. You can live in other states where the quality of living is still quite nice, and you pay far less in taxes. A lot of people that I know personally, are leaving New York and moving to Florida or Texas to save on taxes, and they don't make anywhere near as much as fucking baseball players. So I get that. If you don't want to be a Yankee because you just don't want to be in New York, sure, tax bracket, lifestyle, totally with it. I remember reading a story one time that I think a player said New York's not for me because he Ubered to Madison Square Garden. I think it was a Rangers player, but I forget who. And it took like an hour and a half. And he was like, this fucking traffic's terrible. I'm out. I get that. That's okay with me. But to say no to the Yankees and yes to the Mets, crazy. This is what Freddie said. Freddie Mills said, by the way, Freddie Mills. Mets future projects brighter over long contract. Younger core. Judge 33, Stanton 35 with old starting pitching. Mets. Lindor 31, Vientos 25, Alonso, assuming he's back, is 30. Roster flexibility, expiring contracts this year and next for owner with money. More talent coming, upgraded spring training complex. All that makes sense. Somebody replied and said, don't think anything mattered in the context of team player city. Boras and Soto wanted the most money and to break AAV record. If Rockies offered $800 million with the same incentives and Cohen didn't match, he would have been a Rocky. I don't think I agree with that. Chosen Mamba. No disrespect. Freddie Mills says he disagrees with that, but to each their own. Very polite. W Canadians. He was on record saying he preferred the East Coast. Also, let's be honest, he wanted the money, but there was only 3 to 5 teams who could meet that demand and also field a championship caliber team, which was also important. Fair. All fair. It would be hilarious if Alonso goes to the Yankees now. Think it's a real possibility? Dude. They said he likes New York, though. Okay, probably. Yeah, that's fine. If Pete Alonso goes to the Yankees, I would hate that. I would hate that. Okay, that's probably good on Juan Soto talk. Let's talk a little college football landscape. Let me pull up the college football playoff bracket, and I am just curious, what do you think should have been done differently? So here's what we got. We've got Texas and Clemson. Texas is a 5 seed and Clemson's the 12. I'm okay with this, by the way. The winner of Clemson and Texas is going to play Arizona State, who is the 4 seed. Totally okay with that. Tennessee as a 9, Ohio State as an 8. The winner of this game plays Oregon. SMU 11, Penn State 6. Penn State hosting SMU. The winner of that plays at Boise State. Fun. Indiana at Notre Dame, the 10-7. The winner of that plays Georgia. That's going to be in the Sugar Bowl, by the way, on January 1st. Wow, January 1st can be a great game. God damn it. The winner of that game is going to be at 8:45. I'm going to need an espresso to stay up for that one. I think, here's what I think. I think Indiana at Notre Dame is going to be a very good game. I think these matchups are awesome. I think SMU is the talking point, right? From what I understand is, should SMU have gotten in, or should it have been Bama, or should it have been, somebody even said Ole Miss? Get the fuck out of here. That's what I got to say. I got to say, get the fuck out of here. Nothing against Alabama. I got nothing personal against Alabama. I really don't. I got nothing against Kalen DeBoer. I bet Jalen Milroe to win the Heisman. Let me tell you firsthand, this motherfucker didn't deserve it. That team, in my opinion, does not deserve to be in the college football playoff. I don't care who you beat. If you lose the way you did to Oklahoma, if that's your only loss, fine. Just like Notre Dame. My buddy was chirping me the other day. My fucking buddy who's a Miami Hurricanes fan. Shout out Drew if you're watching. He was like, Notre Dame has the worst loss by far. 6-6 MAC team, Northern Illinois. Yeah, sure. But they skull fucked everybody on their schedule, and they beat the teams that they were supposed to beat. Texas A&M, Louisville, and USC. Give me a fucking break. Give me a break. And they beat Georgia Tech. They beat Army. Miami couldn't beat Georgia Tech. All right. And it was in Georgia Tech. So I don't want to hear any complaining or whining about from Miami. And I really don't want to hear it from Alabama fans. Like, I'm good with everybody that got in. The thing that drives me insane is, like, even Lane Kiffin is going to kind of go into bat for Alabama. I hate that. I hate that so fucking much. Great sweater W, Orlando City. What's up? I hate that so much. I hate the conference thing. That's the one thing I guess I'm kind of okay about with Notre Dame not being in a conference. I've never known what it's like to, like, try to root for your conference. And I got to tell you, even if they were in a conference, I would just fucking hate my opponents. If they were in a conference with Michigan, Ohio State, if they were in the Big Ten, I'll tell you right now, there would never be a second of my life I would root for the Big Ten and hoping that Michigan and Ohio State would win. So what the fuck is going on? In my opinion, this is the most embarrassing thing for I don't know if it's just the SEC, because I don't think they're the only school or the conference that does this. So I want to be clear. This is not an anti-SEC thing. This is an anti-cheering for your conference thing. I don't like it. I don't fucking like it. You're supposed to despise your enemies, and you're supposed to despise your opponents. You want nothing good from them. Nothing. I think Clemson versus Penn State and SMU versus Texas would have been better matchups. Fair. Yep. Lane is trash. He's always bitching about something. Yep. Can't stand Miami's fans. Most delusional fan base every year. Yeah. Listen, I know Miami fans quite well. They're annoying, but you know what? Every fan base has annoying fans. I got to tell you, even Notre Dame. Like I said, I'm a Notre Dame fan. I can't fucking stand most of the Notre Dame fans. They're all unrealistic as shit. They followed the NBA style playoff seeding when they should have followed the NFL. Absolutely shafted Oregon. Yeah, it does kind of suck that Oregon has to fucking play. It does suck. How does the number 1 seed play fucking Tennessee or Ohio State? I mean, I get it. Like, the winner of that, assuming the lower seeds win, higher seeds, however you want to say it. I get it, but come on. I think Oregon, Texas would have been awesome. I just don't really care to see rematches, It's fine, just not rewarding at all for Oregon, Georgia compared to the 3-4s. Yep. Okay. All right. Oregon's still winning it all. I agree. Anyways, this will be interesting. I'm just going to give you my early thoughts on the first round games. Early thoughts, Clemson, Texas. I can't stand either of these teams. I can't stand either of these teams. The minute I start respecting Texas, I have Steak give me a fucking minute-long pitch on why Texas doesn't deserve any respect. And I'm just drooling because he's so right. Like, Steak was so right, By the way, if you haven't seen Steak's clip, go watch it. I retweeted it. It was magnificent. It was beautiful. I'll retweet this stream right now real quick. Hold on. Yeah, I'm just done. I'm done. I don't see it with Texas. I think they're extremely fraudulent. Yep. Heupel versus Gabriel would be a cool story. Oh, that's true. Nice. Good point there, Yellow Bandana. I'm with you. As much as I do, in a way, respect Texas, I started to realize, yeah, you're right. They really haven't beaten anybody and been that impressive. And then I watch Quinn Ewers, and I'm like, what does one make of Quinn Ewers? What does one make of Quinn Ewers? I don't know what to make of Quinn Ewers. I thought, sometimes I put these tweets out there and I know not every tweet is going to be a banger. Not every tweet is good. I still like to just throw my thoughts out there. Some people might say I tweet too much. That's fine. But I put that tweet out there about Quinn Ewers, and I'm so glad it got the responses it did because I'm genuinely curious. I'm genuinely curious to hear what other people think. I like to hear what other people have to say, even people I disagree with. I really do. Actually, I would say I prefer to hear what people I disagree with have to say more than people I agree with have to say. I don't like being in an echo chamber. So I'm really happy that people gave me this feedback about Quinn Ewers because I was like, I was so perplexed of what do I make of this fucking kid? Who does he remind me of? I don't even know. Where do you draft him? I don't know. Does he get drafted at all? I don't know. Quinn Ewers is stinky. Yep. What's one thing Quinn Ewers does really well? Not great. He throws a nice deep ball, but all of his balls have air, too much air under it. IU and ND matchup of the century. Come on, Hoosiers. Yeah, I think it's going to be a fucking great game. I'm really tempted to take Indiana. Quinn is the overhyped golden boy since high school. Yep. DJ, what's good? What's up, Bookachu? I think he's overhyped and has mid-talent. Texas has an easy path to semifinals, -205 for a reason. Not saying they are great, but the matchup are extremely beneficial for them. Well, the one thing I have to say is this. Does anybody think Clemson is going to win this game? And I'm not over here trying to be like, ooh, Mr. Contrarian. I promise I'm not trying to do that. I'm done with Dabo. But although I'm pretty impressed that they were able to get out to that start they did. That's the one thing about Dabo's teams. Like, they do respond pretty well. They do respond. You got to give them that. They respond pretty well. But then they just fucking drag so much ass sometimes, and you're just so frustrated because they have so much talent. Peep system, Clemson money line. Tristan Toledo is on fucking point, I'll tell you that. Titans will draft Ewers and say we got our guy for the third year in a row. Love that. By the way, can I cash my Titans under win total ticket? No. They can go 7-10. Clemson has a chance. Yep. I literally like every single dog on the spread. Yep. Clemson is arguably as good as anybody Texas has beat. No, this is a good point. This is a good point. Picks with Deej, you're a sharp motherfucker on, especially in college football. What do you think? What would be your favorite upset in round one? Let's see. What do we got again? Let me pull it up real quick. I mean, look, I want to like Tennessee, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I get it. The type of better that I am, Ohio State is the lowest of low. We talk about this all the time, treating teams like stocks, right? What's the number one rule? You buy low, you sell high. This is the lowest of low for Ohio State. They had arguably the worst loss maybe ever. Isn't that crazy to say? Ohio State maybe had the worst loss ever. Losing to that Michigan team. That's a bad Michigan team. Losing the championship games. Penn State, Texas got better. Yeah. What's up, Devin Sherrill? What's up, Dat Boy DJ? Thanks for liking the TikTok live. We'll bet shit ton on Ohio State versus Oregon. We'll be close to a pick 'em in that game. Oregon -130 to win a playoff game right now. Wow. Morning, by the way, everybody. Morning, Bart. Clemson has 2 good losses, Georgia and South Carolina after Louisville, so don't have that bad of a loss. Yeah, I got to tell you. I mean, if you wanted to pitch Clemson to beat Texas outright, sure. Also, fun narrative right there, just to get ahead of it. Garrett Riley, offensive coordinator for Clemson. Isn't that the guy from TCU? He's got some familiarity with Texas. Could be fun. Okay, Tennessee, Ohio State. I want Tennessee. I think Tennessee. I like Tennessee's defense. They pass my eyeball test. I know Nico hasn't been great at times, and I was never like a Nico is fucking all world kind of guy. But I like their defense. I do. I like their defense, and but Tennessee is caked. Tennessee, as the kids say, Tennessee is caked, and I'll tell you why Tennessee is caked because I was listening to Pardon My Take. The team that Brandon Walker and Big Cat and PFT all talked about as being a little bit of a sleeper was Tennessee. That system alone right there means Tennessee is fucked. That's just how sports betting works. Nothing against them as bettors or ball knowers, nothing. So they're fucked. Ryan Day either wins it all or it's over for him. True. Ohio State will have to go through Tennessee, Oregon, and most likely Texas, then Georgia. Yikes. Yikes is right. What's interesting to me is whoever wins ND, Indiana gets to play Georgia without a QB. I disagree. I disagree with this. Is Carson Beck not playing a bad thing for Georgia? I don't know that it is. Does Carson Beck look like a good quarterback to you? I think you're fine with a backup. So freeze. I just don't see an upset happening this round. ATS, there could be 2-3 cover, but I don't see a dog winning outright. My guess, as time goes on, IU and Tennessee will become the trendy dogs. Fair. I'll tell you what, if there's a trendy dog that I would buy into, Deej, between those two, it would be Indiana. You know what I like about Indiana? They've already got their dick kicked in. You know, that probably was a really good thing for them. Been on the road, hostile environment like Ohio State. And let's be honest. I mean, Notre Dame is not a tough place to play. It just isn't. Out of all these places, Texas, Ohio State, Penn State, Notre Dame, these host teams and stadiums, that's the easiest place to play. So, Indiana fans are going to travel. I don't know if they're going to be able to fucking get in the game. I'm not saying that they don't have money, but that's an expensive fucking ticket because everything at Notre Dame is expensive as fuck. Georgia is one team that needed time off, and they got it. Expect the dogs to be great no matter what. Yeah, Jack, very good point. Yeah, I hate that. I really hate that. I legitimately would have preferred to play. I would have rather played Clemson, and I would have rather played SMU. I don't know that I would have rather played Tennessee. But Georgia's backup is more versatile and arguably more talented. I put money on the money line for Georgia when they announced Beckman saying, K-Sav. Everyone thinks the backup is better. Beck is easily the best option, and once teams have tape on the backup, won't hear all the noise. Okay. All right. Fair enough. I need Chase Brown to score less than 14 fantasy points. Ooh. William Getzer in TikTok said he needs Chase Brown to score less than 14 points tonight. And you know why? I don't like that for you, unfortunately. Our guy Cam is money is on Chase Brown. I saw he put it in over 102.5 receiving and rushing. Okay, let's recap the NFL, guys. Pretty good tempo and pace so far, I'd say. We're locked in. Would you say we're locked in? Touchdown, Jesus. Yep. I'd say we're locked in. What's up, Ron Coney? Easy Freddy says Chase Brown is going to feast tonight. Probably. Chase Brown is about to go stupid tonight. Sorry, bro. Yeah. No disrespect to Will Metzger. We here in the stream, and myself included, you might be in trouble. It might be Chase Brown night. I mean that respectfully. I'm just giving you an honest answer. Okay. Okay. Let's keep moving. Chase Brown is going to feast tonight. Oh, I read all those. Okay. NFL Week 14 in the books. Greg the Fossil picking the Cardinals makes me sick. Yeah. Well, what are you going to do? I can't shit on Greg. I just had a bad feeling. I told you. And you know what? I'm probably going to fade the Cardinals and put my money where my mouth is. I said the Cardinals would be that team that would win 4 games in a row going into the bye week and lose 4 games in a row coming out of it. Kind of think that's going to happen. That was my one bad fucking feel about that game. I just got a weird feeling that's a Cardinals thing to do. It's game day, we them boys. I couldn't imagine being a Cowboys fan and being fired up and saying things like it's game day. When do we bring up Greg? Love the guy, but good Lord, it's been rough. Greg knows. You can bring it up anytime you want. Listen, the one thing that I hope you always appreciate about us is that we are not going to hide from our shit wagers, and you can always chirp us for our shit wagers. Just make sure that the chirping is appropriate. What I mean by that is this. Prime chirping myself and Greg when I threatened to ban him after he had his nice winning week. Don't do that. Be consistent. You can chirp us whether you're winning or losing. I just want to be clear. I lost every bet I placed yesterday. Just a Sunday beat then after a fantastic Saturday. Yeah, it's tough. Greg is an OG. Yeah, listen, I want to make something very clear. And Steak tweeted this as well. Sports betting is very, very, very difficult. And I know sometimes you get caught up by these accounts that you follow that make it seem like sports betting is so easy. It's not. The majority of people lose long-term betting sports. I'm not even making myself exempt from that, because from my 19 years of gambling, I cannot sit up here and tell you I have tracked my progress up or down over the course of time. I think I am doing okay. I think I'm not crushing it, but the thing is, I was kind of a bookie's nightmare because I was also disciplined. I would rarely ever chase. I wouldn't do a bunch of stupid parlays. I mean, I've had my moments like everybody has, but like consistently, I was scaling back. I would bet pretty small. I would rarely go all in. But so if I would win pretty big. I would rarely lose big, if that would make sense. That would be my advice to people is, and I look, that's just my advice. I'm not telling you what's right or wrong, but if you are, I'm having a rough November, or had a rough November. I had a pretty good October. But my year overall has sucked. And there are many times I will say, even my own advice, I've regretted because I've scaled back and I've done like half unit plays and made 7 plays and I've gone 5-2. And I'm like, well, God damn it. If I just stayed with 1 unit, I would have won more money. This is a motherfucker. So I don't know what's right or wrong. Okay. I'm not going to be up here and pretend like I know, but I'm just giving you my experience. Had a great weekend and think because smaller slate and seat ball, good to me. Ron Coney, love it. I feel like you are the man who never loses a bet. I think all the dogs look too easy. All the faves are teams people don't like. Yeah, Prime, good advice. Wow, thank you. NFL's been kicking my dick in the last month or so. Dude, it's so hard. It's so hard. I'll tell you, man, it's like you know, I thought for a while, like I think my best run of sports betting from what I could really remember is right when I started this degenerate account. And I learned so quickly how things change and your strategy and your systems, you need to adapt because what worked for you in the past will not continue to work. And it's really hard. It's very hard. Also, social media gets in your head and mind fucks you for sure. Cause you're like, oh God, all these people are on this or all these people are on that. You know what I mean? Sports betting is easy for Prime. Bet on any team in Texas. Just open spot parlay. If you lose, it's easy. Yep. Army Navy thoughts for this weekend. DGen a vet at this? Yeah, I would say I'm a veteran. Doesn't necessarily make me good. You know what I mean? I got killed last weekend. See, look at that. W transparency. Corn is one of the sharpest motherfuckers in this community. That happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us. Yep. Adapt or die. That is you have to be fucking so sick of me saying that, but it is so fucking true. And you know what? I got to give Steak his credit too, because Steak, this is what I say. You know, I love Steak to death. Steak is a stubborn motherfucker. But when it comes to sports betting, this guy has been more committed to the contrarian game than I have. And to a degree, it has certainly played out in his favor more often than it hasn't. There have been so many times I have been soft and not pressed a button and Steak has pressed it and it's worked. And I'd be like, damn it. I wish I would just fucking stay the course and not waver like Steak. But then Steak realized, especially after coming on to Twitter, after a couple bad weeks or bad losses or whatever, even Steak realizes you have to switch it up. You have to change your thoughts, your opinions, your outlooks, whatever. But again, that's just our experience. That's our advice. You can stay consistent. If whatever's working for you works, that's great. And, listen, I always bust balls for the, I call them the analytical nerds or whatever, the people who make bets solely based off of what the algorithm or the software or the website, the computer tells them. That's just not me. But at the end of the day, listen, this is your money. If you're winning money, I don't give a fuck. I'm happy for you. You know what I mean? I don't care what gets you to the button or to that side. I like to bust balls, but I'm not really judging you seriously if you're making money doing whatever you do. That's the game. That's the name of the game at the end of the opinion, right? Or that's the name of the game when it's all said and done. The Brett Musburger quote of cash and tickets is what it's all about. Yes. For me, though, I will tell you, if I have a weekend of 50 wagers and I break even, I'm still happy because that's free entertainment. And I love this shit. I literally live for the fucking sweat and for the digging. Love to dig. Love to dig. Love to read into the board. Cornfield's coming in with 5 motherfucking sub banks. Steak has had one of the greatest calls with that Super Bowl bet 23 said in TikTok. Super Bowl bet? Which one was that? Oh, when the Super Bowl went into fucking overtime? Yeah, that was pretty wild. Yeah, but Steak, NBA dog of the day. Dude, I actually looked at my Action Network. My NBA, I think I'm up. So NHL and NBA, I'm slowly doing better in. Football, I'm getting killed. My college has been shit. My NFL has been shit. NBA has been better. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, how am I doing good in the NBA? I don't even really feel like I'm diving into the board. Oh, that's right. I'm just tailing Steak's dog of the day. NHL's been pretty good though. I think I'm up 8 or 9 units so far this year. We'll see. Anyways, but I got to get it right in football. I mean, I love betting on football. So hopefully have a strong finish to the season. The newsletter was good for college though. I mean, we can't take that away. That newsletter was great. That was one of our best college football seasons. NFL has been terrible. This is definitely one of our worst. We're 2-2 this week. We're hoping to get 3-2. We do have the Bengals. People on Twitter living off betting the same way they did 1.5 years ago in NFL when straight public fades hit. Yeah. On Twitter, living off betting the same way they did. Right. NFL system I've loved. Take dog against the Chiefs, then live bet them when they go down late. Dude, God sent that's brilliant. W Cornfields for the sub bangs, by the way. Cornfields told me he's also going to do a giveaway. Make sure you're following Guy and Cornfields on Twitter if you're not already. Corn, hold on. I'll put your Twitter in here. Cornfields is going to buy a degenerate sweater for someone and do a giveaway. I don't know the specifics yet, so don't quote me on anything, but those degenerate sweaters should be here's Cornfield's Twitter. Go and give him a follow. We got to get this guy. Oh, he's over 2,000. I was making him push to get over 2,000 followers. He's got 2,056. W Corn. And Corn, shout out to your Patrick Taylor bet, by the way. Okay. Let's recap some games. I've done a lot of yapping. I got sidetracked a little bit, but nobody's bitching about it. So I guess you all somewhat enjoy it. All right, let's talk Raiders and Bucks. Look, I want to tell you right now, I love the Raiders in this spot. I love the Raiders and I love the under. Okay. The under was pretty nasty. That one cashed. Didn't look good. Betting Bucks unders is just not a fun experience. So I decided to stay off that. I want to give Steak credit. He talked me off the Raiders. Thank you for that. I so thought it was the Raiders coming into this game. I had Broncos Bucks deja vu. Bucks 5-week stretch, 4 games on the road, 1 at home. This was the sandwich spot. They go to LA next. The one reason I also couldn't get there, when I talk about one thing, remember, I always try to tell you too, whatever, because we're not a pick service. We're not necessarily advisors. I don't want to take responsibility for your wagers. Okay. That's what I've realized. I don't want to take responsibility for other people's wagers. I want you to be your own person and make your own decisions. But there are some takeaways that you can probably have from myself, Steak, Greg, whatever. Well, Greg's useless, but whenever he's not useless. But it's just like reading the Warren Sharp book. That Warren Sharp book's 400 or 500 pages. I don't listen to everything he says, but I take away about 4 or 5 nuggets that I lean into in my futures betting. One thing that I've pointed out that I think is fairly on point this season, you can correct me if I'm wrong, is betting on a bad team after a good week. You don't want to bet on a bad team on a high. You're buying high with a bad team. Even though the Raiders lost that Chiefs game, that was a high point for them. Wouldn't you agree? They had one of the best performances offensively they've had all season. They ran for 100 yards, and they suck at running the football. Aiden O'Connell at 340. They should have probably beaten the fucking Chiefs if it wasn't for that fumbled snap. That was one of the only reasons that kept me off this, plus Steak also talking me off. So thank you. Sometimes some of the best bets we make sometimes some of the best bets we have are the ones we don't make. I forget that fucking saying, but you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, though, Baker Mayfield, got to be careful with this guy. Love that he had 3 touchdowns. Oh, can I cash 30 plus touchdowns? Can I cash that? What does he have on the season? Hold on. Regular season. Oh, no, he's got 28. Fuck. He's got 28. Fuck. I thought he hit it. All right, I need 2 more. You loving the Raiders made me press the Bucks -7. You had a ton of conviction, and I had to fade the fan. That's another thing. I think that's probably, if you had to give me my flowers for one thing I've taught you, would you agree that fading the fan has got to be one of the best systems? I think I would take credit. I'm not going to take credit for a lot of things. If I ever mention something that I've heard from somewhere else, I'm pretty good at citing my sources, unlike a lot of people on this fucking app. This is a copycat league, I will be honest. Mad Skills with a new follow. Mills Freddie with 5 sub bangs. Is Mills Freddie in here? Is that Freddie Mills or is that the fake Freddie Mills? You never know. It could be a burner. Charlie, J Thorpe, Zach Muzz, Canada Relief Benefit, and the then do 5 with some sub bangs. How about them Bills, D-Gen? Oh, why are we saying it like that? Are you a Rams fan? Everyone has the next 15 minutes to RT the Patrick Taylor 8-1. I'll put all the RTs in a drawing, and the winner will get a new D-Gen hoodie going to close at 11 a.m. W Corn, that's fun. Send that tweet in here so people can go retweet it. That might be that might be my favorite takeaway from the stream. I love Fade the Fan. Thank you. The first time I pitched that, it was in a baseball spaces with Krabs, Javon, and Pete, I think. And I remember a Cardinals fan was up there and he gave like this 10-minute pitch of why he liked the Cardinals. And already going into it, I was going to fade the Cardinals. And I said, listen, this is nothing against that guy. It's one of the smartest things I've heard from a fucking fan breakdown. But because you love your team so much and all this makes so much sense, I'm just going to lean into fading them even more. Fade the fan system and the bye week snooze systems are solid DGen systems. W's. Yep. All right, there we go. Go click that tweet, retweet it. W fucking Freddie Mills in here. Mad Skills with a new follow. Freddie with a follow. Freddie with 5 sub bangs. We love to see that. We're at hype train level 3. By the way, that's 10 subs. No, that's 11 subs because Blaine sub 2. We were at 685 coming in, so now we're 674. Can Aloha or anybody give me an update on the counter? Remember, if we get 670 more subs by, you've got 13 days. I don't think you're going to do it. I'm shaving my fucking head. Boom. Awesome. Nice job. Cavante Turpin, anytime touchdown? No way. Can't do that. Canada relief benefit. Anyways, Freddie, and thank you, Corn, for the early sub bangs. All right, let's keep moving. Next game, by the way, Rashad White. I was an idiot. I fucking started Bucky Irving in fantasy, and I was like, he's gonna play, he's fine, whatever. But listen, I see people on here bitching about Bucky Irving props because it's like, oh, he played, they fucked us. You knew the guy was hurt. If you're gonna bet on him or start him in fantasy like I did, we can't bitch. We can't bitch. Stop with the bitching. Less bitching about like unwanted things. You know what I mean? We can bitch about other things in this world, but like boo-hooing about making a bad wager, I don't like that. You're not owed anything. You know, if you I started Bucky Irving. You think I'm going to bitch about fucking the way the Bucks handled the situation? He played. He's still hurt. They're probably seeing how it works. It was my decision. Stop boo-hooing. Shout out that giving free money in uni. I'm not sure what that means. Now I give you the floor to start Puka and Stafford. Oh, it's coming. Don't you worry. Jags Titans. I got nothing to say about this game other than Tony Pollard did go over his rushing yards. Shout out Steak. I don't know why he's not betting that straight. Dolphins. So Dolphins Jets. I did like the Jets. I couldn't get there. This was to me, this was a game where the over made so much sense. A lot of smart people like the under. I didn't get involved there. I took Aaron Rodgers to be a weekly special pick for passing leader. Sometimes with these plays, I didn't hit any of my weekly specials, but sometimes I have some pretty good reads. He didn't get there, but he had his best game of his season. 339 passing yards. Didn't get there, but 339 passing yards. I think he lost to Darnold. Darnold had 347, by the way. Fucking what a hindsight bet on Darnold. We'll talk about that next. Aaron Rodgers played his best game, 27-39, 339 yards. And then on the flip side, the one thing I've said about this Dolphins team, I kind of wanted to lean into their offense, and I haven't really done that. I did it against the Rams, where they went over their team total. Oh, no, that was the Eagles. Who did I do the Dolphins to? And you know what? I don't know that I did them now that I think about it, but I just like what I'm seeing from Tua Tagovailoa. I'm really liking what I'm seeing. I had Kirk for passing leader. He lost by 3 to Darnold. Dude, that fucking sucked. That brutal. Typical Jets, still Tay and Wilson running into each other, then horrible clock management with Adams going out of bounds, going up 3. Yeah. The Jets are just poorly coached. They're poorly coached. And Jeff Ulbrich, I mean, I've said it before. This is just a guy who I think he has the look of a coach, and I think he thinks that that's enough. This guy is a terrible football coach. He really is. He has no business. Even as like an interim, I think somebody else can do better. If you play the Jets, here's what I'm going to tell you. Let me just get a quick sip of my juice, by the way. A little morning smoothie. Here's what I'm going to say. If you play the Jets, there are these teams and these positions or situations. You have to click the button. When nobody wants a team, you're getting a pretty good number. This was the first time we talked about it. The first time it felt like the books were not giving the Jets respect all year. And then they covered the 6.5. So anybody who played the Jets, it was an uncomfortable bet. I still thought the Dolphins would beat the shit out of them, but I'm giving you your kudos. It's crazy how the Jets have had a relatively easy schedule and have 3 wins. Oh, they're fucking terrible. Good morning, Cam is Money. I was singing your praises earlier when somebody asked about Chase Brown tonight. I think I saw that you already put in Chase Brown over receiving and rushing yards. So we'll see what happens there. Hype train level 3. Let's fucking go, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Good morning, YouTube. We got 30 in YouTube right now watching. Appreciate it. If you guys are watching, make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. Trying to get to 1,000 subs. We're at 702. Like it. And if you're watching on Twitter, we always appreciate a retweet. All right. Next game, Vikings-Falcons. Shout out to Beef. Shout out to Beef. Put his nuts on his table, nuts on the table for a Justin Jefferson touchdown. He got there. Justin Jefferson scored twice. I played Justin Jefferson alt over plus 120 plus yards for plus 275. That came through. You kind of knew it was Justin Jefferson day. In hindsight, though, doesn't it make so much sense that Kirk Cousins would come back to Minnesota and Sam Darnold would say, "This is my fucking town now"? Who gonna run this town tonight? Yeah. Who is that? Yeah. Rihanna. Doesn't that make so much sense? That's like a hindsight play of how the fuck did we not just fucking lean into Sam Darnold? Everything. How was Sam Darnold not the passing leader? How did we not alt him? Do you know what I mean? So Rihanna, thank you, Chew. You would know that. And Jay-Z and Kanye. You are an adorable human being. Thank you very much. Good morning, Jorge. Can you remind? Actually, you don't have to tell me how to pronounce your last name. It's okay. This is going to be tough to do while we're not talking to each other. Can I ask the chat DJ for an opinion? What is up with these guys being injured and not being on the sideline with the team? Is it becoming the norm to watch the game injured at home and on the sideline with the team? Is it weird to hear Dobbins was at home? Is this normal? I don't know. I don't have an opinion on that. Jefferson and Addison made ATL secondary look like middle schoolers. Sure did. Givenchy. God bless you. Had Cousins weekly passing 20-1 and Darnold beat him by 4 yards. Piss. Dude, it was fucking piss. I did not. I would have lost anyway, right? Did Kirk have more? Hold on. Did Kirk have more than Aaron Rodgers? He did. He had 344. Yep. I really thought I was going to get there with Justin Jefferson, at least for weekly specials. The weekly specials are fun. I think I got, I whiffed on all of them last week, but a couple good reads with Jefferson and Darnold. Then Purdy had a fucking chance too. See, that's the thing at the end of the day. Like, I got to kind of try to play some of these straight. The only one I played straight hilariously was Devon Achane. I had Achane rushing leader, and he was terrible. Achane was terrible. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I want to have one more takeaway, by the way. How do you guys go about straight betting? Let's say I want to get started. I just put 1 unit in my account and go from there, or what? I don't know. I mean, it really depends. I'll give you a quick example. If your bankroll is $1,000, okay, your 1% would be your unit, right? So you'd bet $10 a game. You can make 3-unit bets. That's fine. But I think what you should probably do, if you don't want to put the $1,000 in your whole bankroll, if you want to get started and put half your bankroll in, I don't know if you should do 1 unit at a time. Maybe you should do 5 units. Start with that. And then you can go a unit here, a unit there, whatever. You can always deposit more if you want to. But I don't know. Listen, I'm not an advisor. I'm not a gambling advisor. That's just my opinion. You can do whatever you want, whatever works for you. And you don't have to bet 1 unit on things. You can bet half unit, quarter unit, whatever. Tail Prime Beck Session, if you want to start sports betting, please do not take that seriously, by the way. HN been bad running the ball. I've been chasing his rushing yards, and they just love throwing the screens to him. Yep. Load up and piss nuke. Don't listen to Cam's money. No, in all seriousness, though, I wanted to actually give the Jets one bit of credit. HN stinks, or maybe Kenneth Walker stinks, but we have to give the Jets their flowers. Defensively, coming out of the bye week, they have improved their rushing defense. So I will not be taking any running backs against the Jets because the running defense, maybe, I don't know what happened. Maybe they fucking called themselves out, called themselves soft, but their tackling has improved and the run defense has improved. So I am totally out on that, on betting any running backs going against the Jets. Saints and Giants, here's what I got to tell you about this game. Oh, no, we were talking about the Falcons-Vikings. I think we had the over as an official play on the newsletter. Remember, if you're not subscribed to the newsletter, please subscribe. You can do so for free. I think we're at 2,500 subs. We're getting there. Appreciate all the support there. Here's what I'll tell you. Over in the Falcons-Vikings, great, love it, happy it came through. Saints-Giants, if you cash the Giants, buy a lottery ticket. Buy a lottery ticket because that 2-point conversion was one of the fucking luckiest things I think I've ever seen in my life. That shit got deflected in the air, boom, 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 falls right in Neighbor's fucking hands, and he was outside of the end zone and he fell in for a yard. But I'll tell you this, though. You know, I'm a contrarian. I'm born a contrarian. Let me tell you. When these plays cash, even though I'm not on them, I still like to see it happen. The Saints, to me, I still felt like they might be the contrarian play because I didn't really know if anybody wanted to lay that many points with a dome team on the road in the cold. It was always the under. Shout out Steak. He ended up playing that under. And I thought he was going to go with a gross over, but he went with the under. Nice. That's all I really have to say about that. The Giants, in my opinion, you want them to lose. So, the Giants fans at the end of the game looking sad or upset about the blocked field goal, that's great. That was great, Cash that shit, Retro Sticks. Love it, dude. W Giants bet. Yep. Good morning. Did I miss the Falcons bitching? Listen, I'm going to take it easy on the Falcons. I went by that game. All I did was give kudos to the Vikings. All I did was give kudos to Justin Jefferson and Sam Darnold. Love to see it from Sam Darnold. I love the Vikings. I'm going to take it easy on the Falcons because, I always say this and I want to make sure that you really understand. Like, I'm not really an I told you so guy because I'm not always right. I'm wrong a lot. And I treat others how I want to be treated. You can chirp me, friendly chirps, whatever, but I've already chirped you. I've already chirped the Falcons betters. I've already tried. I did it last night a little bit, talking about the Super Bowl ticket. But I've known who this team was. I can see it. I could see it. They are soft, fraudulent cupcakes. And when you have to play outside of Atlanta, show their true colors. They're bad. They stink. And Kirk is a real big problem. So Bulls under from last year. God damn it, Chewy. So yeah, no, I'm not gonna rub your face in shit, fat girls. I'm not gonna rub anyone's face in shit. Oh, Mad Skills. First time chatter. Where you at right there with the little Go Vikings comment? Why can't I see that? Hold on. Where's Mad Skills? Mad Skills, Go Vikings. Yep. Listen, I'm a Bucks fan, but I'll tell you this. I have a soft spot for the Vikings. Love what I'm seeing. You bet on the Jets to win the Super Bowl eliminated before the Cowboys. Yeah, but that's just because the NFC East is dog shit. But betting, I want to make something very clear. Making a shit wager is not the same as flaunting a shit wager. Do we understand that? So when I have my Jets Super Bowl ticket, I know that there might be a problem with the Jets right out of the gate in week 1, but I didn't overreact. Then in week 2, there's still a tough win on the road in Tennessee, and then they took care of the Patriots at home. But I wasn't over here circle jerking and flaunting my Jets Super Bowl ticket. Prime bets. The difference between shit wagers is how do we handle such shit wagers? Falcons Super Bowl bettors, after week 5, 6, 7, I don't know, they got pretty happy. You were looking at your ticket and you were like, that's a good number. That's the difference. Good afternoon, DJ. Good afternoon. Although afternoon, the fuck are you? Good morning, DJ and family. Good morning. Kirk moves like molasses, dude. He sure does. Yep. Bring on Penis Jr. My shit wager is less shittier than your shit wager. Yep. DJ, come on. If there's any team to have a soft spot for, it's a line. Oh, yeah. Brother, you should already know I fucking love Detroit. I love the city of Detroit. I like Detroit sports. Not like so much about like the Pistons or anything, but I'm rooting for the Lions. I've been rooting for the Lions. Remember last year, I wanted the Lions to win the Super Bowl. I didn't take it, and then State came in and stole my bitch. But he's got a good point. He said I'm letting my bitch get stolen too easily. You know what I mean? I didn't put the money down on the Lions, so he did. Fair enough. Then in January, once fucking Ben Johnson announced he's coming back to Detroit, I said, give me all the Lions stock. Did I buy any of it? No, because I'm a soft motherfucker. And I'm still such an idiot who gets scared off by everyone being on something. Everyone was on the Lions, and I just don't think it's that easy sometimes. But you know what? The Lions prevail because they are dogs. All I got is Jared Goff MVP, which is probably fucking no shot because Josh Allen is the man. Talk about that later. All right, let's keep moving. Panthers, Eagles. I have 2 things to say about this game. 2 things to say about the Panthers, Eagles. One from each side. Coming into this season, I said there are 2 teams I am not high on now, but I will be moving forward. Those 2 teams were the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Chargers. I did not fade the Panthers on the season, but I did fade the Los Angeles Chargers, which I've told you many times I regret. The Carolina Panthers, all they are doing is showing me that I am indeed going to be investing on this team moving forward. I love what I am seeing from the Carolina Panthers. Now, they're not blowing me out of the water in terms of like being impressed. Bryce Young's 19 of 34, 191 yards and a touchdown. But this sort of improvement, this improvement from what we did see from Bryce Young to what we're seeing now, has me rock hard. Like I'm very impressed with his improvement, his progress. I love to see. And who is he throwing the ball to? Adam Thielen is out there. He's fucking balling. 9 catches, 102 yards. He doesn't really even have any legitimate weapons. Get Bryce a weapon. The offensive line's doing good enough. Chuba Hubbard is awesome. I love Chuba Hubbard. And the defense is playing their asses off, you know? You got to like it. You got to like what you're seeing. W. Corn, what do we get from Corn, by the way? Closed. Oh, Godsent, Bart, Chu, and Aloha are the 6 that are in. Love it. Awesome. What I like most about the Panthers, Bryce Young smiling and having fun out there. Well said. I love that too. Well said. Love how Young has responded all the BS. Yep, me too. Bryce last year was NFL worst, minus 26.9 EPA last on sacks. This year, minus 4% even play. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So I truthfully, I love to see that. I'm very happy for him. And keep in mind, I'm a Bucs fan. This is a team in my division. You know, I want every team in my division to fucking suck. But at some point, it felt like bullying with the Panthers. So, anyways, very happy to see that. And then for the Eagles are such a frustrating team. They're such a frustrating team. So I bet on the Panthers first half team total under. I thought this was going to be a really bad spot for the Panthers, having played the Bucs and the Chiefs the way they did. And I thought they were going to get out to a slow start. The way I saw this game going was the Eagles kind of getting up 17-3. That's what I thought was going to happen. 17-3. I thought the Panthers would start with a couple 3-and-outs. I thought the Eagles defense would show up. They've looked good recently, and I didn't think that they were going to take their foot off the gas, you know, because they've had their scares before. The Eagles have had their scares. But what I have found out from the Eagles, and Chernoff pointed it out on his podcast, the Eagles and Sirianni are just notorious for starting slow. I don't like that. Now, it's good that they can adjust and get going, but I don't like that. They could have lost this game. It would have been the most embarrassing loss a top team has had all year, right? And I know the Panthers aren't that much of an embarrassment anymore, but you can't do that if you're the Eagles. You can't lose as 14-point favorites at home. You can't do that. Can't do that. And you know what I'm going to, yes, respect to Canales. That's right, Kim. If I didn't say that, I want to make sure that I do. This is where I'm going with this. You know, I wanted to like Jalen Hurts so much. I really did. You know, the Eagles were my Super Bowl bet last year. I thought about maybe getting in on him MVP this year. I didn't. I did bet Geno 75-1 though. Holler. I got to tell you, Jalen Hurts is a frustrating motherfucker. He really is. I'm just starting to wonder if he's just not that good. I think he's just like a benefit of, because keep in mind, he is in a great system, kind of like Dak. Dak was in a great system. He had a great offensive line. He had great weapons. He had Zeke in his prime. He had Mari Cooper, fucking CeeDee Lamb. He had a good tight end, you know. This is crazy. I for whatever reason, I am not at all into Jalen Hurts. I'm just not. And you know what? They should be. I don't think he can read the defense as well. There's something off. I thought last year it was the offensive coordinator's fault. The guy who came in for who was the offensive coordinator for Shane Steichen, right? The guy who filled Shane Steichen's role. I thought it was that guy. I was like, this guy's fucking terrible. No, let me just tell you something. I think it's a Jalen Hurts problem. Just trash. Good take, DGen. Thank you, Equity. But I want to be clear though. I'm not going to go so far to say he's trash. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be on record as saying Jalen Hurts is trash. There's something wrong. I know. I would hate it too. There's something, and you know, like the Eagles, the way they start games, like they're just lethargic. It starts with Hurts, dude. Hurts starts the games and comes into the games like slow motion, sleepy pants. It's legitimately like he's fucking got his pajamas on. He's hanging out at a friend's house, throwing the ball. Wake up. If I'm an Eagles fan, instead of being upset at the Hurts slander, I'd be upset at Hurts. I'd be upset at these starts. I'm not even a fucking Eagles fan. Drives me insane to see this. Come out with no urgency. Hate it. Brian Johnson. Yeah, that was a great. Best offensive line in the league and elite weapons, and he still can't let it up. Yeah, it's so annoying. Hold on. Move the puzzle into place. Oh, there we go. TikTok Lives makes you verify that you're still active by moving a piece of the puzzle. Yep, something is off for the Eagles. Yep, A.J. Brown's energy in the past game was a bit concerning. It seems like he's putting it on Hurts. Yep, not MVP level. They make him out to be. No, Hurts just isn't that good, man. Called his ass out. That's right, Chew. He played good for the previous 8 weeks, though. 1 week and he's been yeah. I don't know that has he really been that good, though? I could be wrong. DJen doesn't like men with earrings. That's not true. I love Prince. I think if they didn't have Saquon, we'd be seeing a lot more of how that ended last week. Totally agree. Hurts doesn't go through progressions great. Had A.J. Brown wide open on a deep ball and took the check down instead. Yep. These elite NFL teams minus the Lions play down to the competition. Look at the Chiefs, for instance. I think it's more of a Sirianni issue than Hurts. Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. You make a good point. Hurts isn't what people made him out to be. He's no different than Sam Darnold, anyone like that. Yep. Kellen Moore problem? No, I don't think it's Kellen Moore problem. Hurts is not good. Put Stafford in there and they win Super Bowl. Time to slurp, DJen. Yep. He's very, very pedestrian too often. Yep. But they do have Saquon. Yep. Probably both. Yep. Hurts only game thrown 300 was versus Saints in like week 3. Yeah, that's true. Hurts hasn't turned the ball over and they're winning. Okay, that's good. You're right. That's good enough. That's good enough. Don't turn the ball over. Be a game manager. But we expect him to be a little bit more than a game manager. You know what I mean? Like that. Don't turn the ball over is like Ryan Tannehill shit. You know, like that's what you want from Ryan Tannehill. Don't turn it over and just let Derrick Henry run for $150. You kind of get what I'm saying? I think that makes sense. I think enough people gave me credit for that take, so we'll move on. How are we doing? Everybody good? I think this is pretty good tempo and pace. We've got a few more games to recap. Browns, Steelers. Browns versus Steak's best bet. Listen, again, I'm going to tell you, even though Steak and Greg's best bet lost, I got no issues. I have no issues. I like them both. No criticism. You know, I'm not firing either of them. But I will say, when you bet on the Browns, you're betting on Jameis Winston. You're going to get some good and you're going to get some bad. The bad outweighed the good. I still think, though, there was a chance for the Browns to backdoor this game, and I cannot believe Kadarius Toney is back there fielding punts. What the fuck is Kadarius Toney doing on a team, first of all? And you're right. I should have said this. I'm not taking any blame away from Jameis Winston. 24, 41, 212 yards, 2 touchdowns. Nothing crazy. I'm not taking blame away from him because his interceptions were terrible. I think he had a red zone interception. And then I didn't see the first half of the games because I was working, but I was listening to it on the radio when I was I was listening to VSiN Live, and they were talking about the games while I was out and about. There was apparently a really bad interception on like a wide receiver screen or a running back screen or something. I'm going to tell you this, though. Regardless, the missed field goals, it's not even so much about the points not being on the board. It's about momentum. Those 2 missed field goals by Dustin Hopkins, cut his ass. Or if you're the Browns and you just want to tank, fine, keep him. But you can't be doing this. You can't be missing 35 fucking yard field goals on the road against a division opponent. Can't do it. Make a field goal. Drive me fucking insane. And it's not like it's his first fucking miss either. As a Browns fan, I officially lost my sanity when I saw Kadarius. That's what I'm saying, Jack. That's what I'm saying. I'm not even a fucking Browns fan. I don't even like this team. Bart, relax. But I had them to miss the playoffs. We knew this team was going to be bad coming into it. But I still, doesn't matter if I like you, if I don't like you. I'm still going to have my opinion as if I were a fan or just a football fan in general. This guy having a fucking job and being employed by an NFL team, despicable. I love using that word. Despicable. They went 2 missed field goals and stopped on 4th and 1, even though I'd have shot the back door if Tony isn't out there. Yes. Couldn't be the Chiefs. Yeah, no shit. What's up, everybody in TikTok Live? Thanks for hanging out, by the way. We are on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. If you click the website and the profile, thedegenerateweekly.com, you can find us all there. Okay, let's keep moving. By the way, the one thing, this is not a horn toot at all. This is not a horn toot. But I did say when we were talking about Russell Wilson, we'd probably see some regression when he plays AFC North opponents. Mid-major Matt, I know you're probably in here, and Greg, you're not in here, scoffed at me when I said this because they're like, he played for the Seahawks for 10 years. He played in a Super Bowl. He's got tons of experience. Listen, shit gets weird when you're playing an AFC North opponent. Not NFC, AFC North opponent. It's a fucking tough division. Did Russell Wilson not just play his second worst game of the season? And his first worst game of the season was the Baltimore Ravens. It's something to be mindful of. At halftime, Russell Wilson was 7 for 14 with 39 yards. Let me just tell you something. Drew Lock had incomplete passes on 8 consecutive throws. He still had more passing yards than Russell Wilson. And I know Pickens wasn't out there, but let's just keep an eye on Russ, okay? He made some good plays. I saw the touchdown throw. He made some good plays. Russ is not cooking all that much when he's playing divisional opponents. That's all I want to say. Those teams truly hate each other more than any other division. Yes, thank you, Aloha, for proving my point. That's what I mean. Hopkins 2 for his last 6 fucking guns. Yep, the Steelers are not a threat. There is something I like about the Steelers, but they're not super threaty. I don't know if that's a word. Okay, let's keep moving. Seahawks and Cardinals. I don't really have too much to say about this game other than Zach Charbonnet really impressed me. Was he the rushing leader, by the way? Zach Charbonnet really impressed me in this game. 22 carries, 134 yards, 2 touchdowns. He ran really hard. And it just goes to show you it's not a Seahawks problem. Kenneth Walker is something has been off with him for a while. He just hasn't looked right. In my opinion, the Seahawks are a bet on team right now. Offensively, they're looking a little bit better. They did take advantage of I don't know what Kyler Murray was doing. You come out, you start the game with a touchdown, you get up 7-0 at home against the Seahawks. Your next 2 possessions, you throw terrible interceptions, and I mean terrible. I don't know what Kyler Murray is doing, but I think that the Cardinals are a fade team moving forward. They are a fade team moving forward. I would not call TJ Watt a pussy, by the way. Guess who was winning their fantasy matchup and then the opponent had Charbonnet and Josh Allen? Yikes. I lost, by the way. This is fun. You ever heard this? I'm not in 4. I'm in the second seed. I get a bye. I don't care that much. I lost by 3 points. I started the Bills defense and they got me -4 points. You ever heard of that before? If I didn't start a defense, I would have won. That's kind of crazy. Anyways, let's keep moving. JSN had a nice game, 5 catches, 82 yards. Kyler Murray, though, I think that the Cardinals are a bet against team. Been on the right side of a Cardinals game. It's very tough. Line stayed 2.5 all week, although Walker out, but I was still fucking stupid and took Arizona money line. When will I learn? Hey, we did too. It was a newsletter play. And like I said, even though it's Greg's best bet, you know that I would have no problem shitting on my guy's best bet. As much as I love Steak and Greg, we are the type of people who are still going to tell the truth. We're going to tell each other the truth. And if you don't like one of our best bets, we're still going to tell you. We're not just going to go ahead and fluff you up. You know what I mean? It's not a Pixar movie over here. But anyways, I like them both. I like the Cardinals. We'll move on. Bills, Rams, unbelievable game. Puka Nacua, 12 catches, 162 yards. I tweeted it. I'm just going to tell you. I don't even think this is a bold take, but I know that people will tell me that I'm engagement farming. Shout out Hank Mark Dukas, one of my fucking favorite trolls on Twitter. Totally okay if you think I'm engagement farming. Is Puka Nacua the best receiver in the NFL? Did your friends like your James Franklin best bet? That was not my best bet. It didn't even make it in the newsletter. Fuck off. By the way, Penn State banged in that game, brother. Banged. I saw all those non-holding calls on Penn State. Hey, what leg didn't hit the no TD lay? Adams. Yeah. Farming. He's up there. Dude is unreal, but he's not better than Jettas or Chase. Okay, that's fine. Listen, I love Justin Jefferson. If you want to say Justin Jefferson is the best receiver in the NFL, I'm not going to fight you. I'll probably agree with you. I'm probably being a prisoner of the moment, even after the game Justin Jefferson just have. CD is the best. Stop it. I can't get over Puka Nacua. I can't get over him. This guy does it all. He is a total, complete receiver. He's unbelievable. Yeah, not happy at all with the defense performance. Very concerning. Gabriel's best game this year versus Penn State and Ohio State, though. Gamer. He is. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Doug Gabriel's a dog. Yeah. No, I have no issue with the result of that game. But I also, for what it's worth, I don't regret betting Penn State. They even had a chance at the end to backdoor. So he's unbelievable. Yep, pure athlete. Puka can hoop too. Yeah. I think that would be, I know people would accuse me of engagement farming, but I'm here to tell you, I am all in on the Puka train. Oh, we have a steak command now. We have a fuck steak command. I love that. Jefferson is better. If JJ was playing with Cup, he'd be putting up bigger numbers. Sure. It looked like every Oregon player was faster than everyone else. Yeah, they're insane. Can we talk about how Stafford still hucks pill at an elite? Hucks pill? Is that what people call throwing a football? Yeah, I do want to say Matthew Stafford, absolute dog. Absolute dog. McVay, dog. Here's a takeaway from that game. And Steak, you said this before, I think. McVay coaches down and coaches up. Does that make any sense at all, what I just said? When he is coaching a good team or good coach, like Kyle Shanahan, like Joe Burrow, whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Like good quarterbacks coming into town, good coaches coming into town. McVay steps it up. When an inferior opponent comes to town, like the Raiders, kind of coaches down, takes his foot off the gas, So I think that was a steak take. Ooh, steak take. That could be a thing that keeps going. We did Special K. We started the stream with that. How does PSU throw that bullshit pass out of the? Yeah, I don't know. Coaches to his opponent, right? Don't mind Bills losing the matchup with the. That's backed up if you just look at his numbers. ATS as a dog, sure. So the other thing I want to say about this game, I don't know that I recall a MVP candidate ever increasing their chances to win the award while losing the game. Josh Allen. Has that ever happened before? Can you think about that? Can you ever think of when has an MVP candidate increased their chances of winning the award in a loss? I don't think that happens very often. But I'll tell you this, I even have, and Corn, shout out Corn with the tweet about the Jared Goff game, potential Jared Goff game next week against Buffalo, and maybe the MVP. I'll tell you right now, Josh Allen is the NFL MVP. Well, acutely. Kind of like Bills bounce back Sunday against the Lions. Yep. You think so? Josh was MVP last year and they gave it to Lamar, so I hope he wins. Yeah, I have no issue with Lamar winning last year. Lamar was awesome. MVP candidate is a fucking idiot for sneaking the ball instead of throwing it, keeping 3 timeouts without a shot to win. Sure. He is like minus 500 bold take. But what was he before I just said that? Because the degenerate is a syndicate. No. Okay. Are you surprised, Corn? He is full of them. Bonjour, DJen. Hope you had a great weekend. Penn State is going to the Natty. Bonjour, easy putt. Are you French or are you in France? Either way, W's. Bonjour. Rams lose Thursday. Yep. But by the way, I just want to make something very clear. Just because you're minus 500 doesn't mean you're locked to win anything. A lot of season left. Wasn't Nikolai Djokovic minus 300, minus 350 when I bet Joel Embiid to win the MVP plus 280? Huh? Remember that? Motherfuckers. That's right. Listen, if you throw, I'm throwing back. You throw, I'm throwing back. By the way, I'm going to go to a boxing class tomorrow. I love boxing. Boxing workouts. I used to go a long time ago. Great workout. Jokic. I did say Djokovic. Sorry, I did just say that. Yep. Sorry, I did just say that. Yep. Yeah. Throwing it back. Yep. I did say Djokovic. That did sound weird. Jokic. I'd pay you to bet Allen minus 500. He is winning. He's winning, and he should win. He is the rightful owner of the MVP award. I'm just saying, if Goff were to creep in there, I wouldn't be upset about it. 40-1 back in May. No big deal. Okay. Oh, by the way, I hit up Shady Beef because he went to the Vikings game. I wanted to see if he wanted to come on the stream and talk about something. I forgot to mention, I can't believe Vikings fans are booing Kirk. Jesus, hard for me to talk sometimes. Sorry. Booing Kirk Cousins. Is that not strange that Vikings fans are booing Kirk Cousins? Why are you booing Kirk Cousins? I didn't like that. I didn't like that. And I saw he tweeted that. That was a rare beef W take because he's had some L takes lately. I saw him chirping the Lions fan base. No, you don't owe him anything but booing. No. I know. But come on. Booing. All right. It's also a team sport. Yeah, you beat the Saints. Who was his coach? Yeah, he respects Cousins a little too much, though. I will be honest. Wasn't Mike Zimmer his coach? Come on. Patriots booed Brady. That's crazy. Kirk is ass respectfully. I'm not even saying that he's not ass, but I don't think that he deserves a boo. Fine. Suddenly the Bucs are in the division lead, and this fuckhead is being nice to Kirk Cousins. Hey, I don't kick a man when he's down, fat girls. Maybe you guys should take a little fucking note out of my book. He had O'Connell too. He had O'Connell for like 1 year, maybe 2 years. DJen, what's your thoughts on this dumbass who put $3 million? I don't care. It doesn't bother me at all. Prime, I'll tell you what my thoughts are. It's insane to me that you are calling anyone a dumbass. Every excuse in the book, overrated. I don't miss Mike Zimmer. Me neither. When did I kick you? You fat girls. I was at my lowest of lows after that Bucs game. And you were talking about a Falcons Super Bowl ticket, 30-1. Going to bet Beeves' girlfriend to dump him so he becomes pissed and puts all his money on the Vikings. He's a show pony. You can dress him up in chains and have him say funny rap quotes like a white guy. But I don't want him as QB of my team ever again. All right, fair enough. Fair. It's kicking you, eh? Oh, what do you call it? What do you call it? Have I said one mean thing about the Bears? And you also don't understand the element of a divisional opponent of being hated. See, that's one thing. We have SEC culture of everybody rooting for their conference. That's not me. That's not me. I don't like anybody in my fucking division. Although I am happy to see Bryce Young doing well. So I guess that's maybe a little contradicting. The NFL was an awful product without Anthony Richardson playing this weekend. Hilarious. Conservating with peers, give it a rest. No, he will never give it a rest, dude. Anthony Richardson goes 11 of 35, but oh my, if Alec Pierce and Josh Downs had 4 drops, you never seen anyone defend anybody like that. Walk in your trap and take your trap. It's funny because he's white, says rap stuff. Yeah, I don't care. The Bears are useless. I know. I can't wait for Sam Donald's wild card. Okay, W. Anthony Richardson. Fuck Kirk. Fuck the Falcons. Fuck Papa Doc. Fuck the free world, dude. Auto Gelato. That might be the quote of the stream right there. That might be the quote of the stream. W8 Mile, by the way. I rewatched that recently. It's a really, really good movie. Okay. Here's what we can do. We can finish strong. Bears Niners. Last game, DJen's best bet. Thank you very much. You guys did not say anything, but I will remind you once more. Started 1-6 on the year in best bets. Absolutely dreadful and pathetic. Got that up to above 500 now. What did Jimmy Vaccaro say? Never give up. Never give up. 7-6-1 on the year. 6-0-1 best bets the last 7 weeks. Love to see it. All right. Trying to get right in the NFL. Don't look at my record on action because it hasn't been a good year, but trying to get right, getting right. Love to see the progress. Dude said he doesn't want anyone to win his division. Doesn't even have a fucking division. Who are you talking about? The amount of blabber that comes out of a Cowboys fan's mouth right now when your team is literally on the fucking cusp of being relegated is crazy to me. Jimmy Vetrano, not Vetrano? Is that his name? Jimmy V. Translation, Phage, was it Vetrano? He was talking about the backup on the sideline, telling him he was bad. I'm surprised he was able to find that. Notre Dame. I don't even know what you're talking about. Oh, that's not a division. That's a conference. All right. Let's use the proper terminology there. Bears Niners over. Got a little sweaty. I needed the Niners to basically get there themselves. They did, thankfully. 38-13. Purdy, passing leader, missed it by 20 yards. Still don't feel bad about the Reed, 20 of 25, 325 yards, 2 touchdowns. Kittle, insane, 151 yards. Oh, man. Could you imagine having a George Kittle receiving leader ticket. My goodness, I wonder what that was. And then the late game, I did not watch any of it. I passed out fucking early. Watched some Netflix with my wife. There's some good stuff on Netflix, by the way. There's a documentary called like The Biggest Heist Ever, which was pretty good. We started that. I made it about 20 minutes. And I think I fell asleep at 9:00 last night. DJ, he was responding to news. Carson Beck injured UCL his right elbow. No clear timetable to return. Wow. Sooner Magic. W still alive after 1-6. Thank you, Risings. Appreciate it. He was talking about Notre Dame. Oh, you were talking about the SEC. Yeah. What don't you understand? You root for the SEC? Disgusting. That's disgusting. Franz is hurt. Bears suck. I hate my life. Seriously, dude. Oh, that's right. You have most improved player. Oh my God. That sucks, dude. That sucks so bad. Can we get a rating on the John Bonet documentary? I watched the first episode. I have not watched the other two. It was okay. But it's probably going to get good. Gunnar Stockton about to become a legend in Athens. Is that the guy's name? Open as 9-point favorites. I don't know why half the defense is not playing, and there's 8 players who have already entered the transfer portal. Okay. All right, guys. Should we talk some Bengals? Cowboys best bets? Do you guys want to it's good doc, it's better and better. Okay, I'll stick with it. Thank you. Should we talk some Bengals? Best bets. We are on the Bengals. It's an official newsletter play. I don't have my bet punched in though. Hopefully I didn't miss the best number. Is it still 5.5? Let's see. Down to 5. We have the Bengals are 5.5. The total is up to 50. The total's up to 50. Dude, T. Higgins. But at least I'm in the SEC, not an independent. Why are you bragging about being in the SEC as an Oklahoma fan? You were literally just in the Big 12. You went to the SEC. You got your nuts kicked in. Fuck. How are the Bengals not a whale? I don't know. You guys think it's too easy? Steak kind of wanted, I think Steak or Greg kind of led the Bengals charge for the newsletter play. Steak, sometimes he has some last minute late leans. Steak, if you're still in here, do you still like the Bengals? I mean, we're on it regardless. If we give a newsletter play, we're not bailing on it. But a lot of things change between Friday and Monday. You know what I mean? Bro, stop talking to Prime. You're right. Javon, that's a me thing at this point. You love the over, dude. I think I can't see the Cowboys contributing as bad as this Bengals defense is. Are we really going to trust the Cowboys to contribute? Remember what I said? You're buying a bad team off a high. Didn't the Cowboys just win? They just beat the Giants, right? No, I'll stop acknowledging Prime. That's on me. Chase Brown 2+. Yep. Still like the Bengals. Yep. The over seems like the most obvious play. You think so? Dude, I agree. I'm with you. I like the Bengals, man. I like the Bengals in a fucking rout. Exact score POD on this one? Probably 35-10? No. 35-14? Does that get you over? 35-14? Was that 49? No, it doesn't. Luke, say that with much love. Have a day, DGen. That looks nasty. What you drinking? Oh, I'm drinking. It's banana, spinach, protein powder, avocado, blueberries. Try this. This gives you my stamina to fucking interact with Prime for fucking 2 hours. Cooper Rush is actually decent. DGen, I need you to convince me why I shouldn't ladder Cavante Turpin yards tonight. 38-17. That's good. I like that one. I like that a lot. 38-17. Wait, I didn't want to do 38-17. That one ran through my head because I thought that just happened. Oh, no. 38-13 just happened with the Bears. 35-17. I don't know why I'm seeing a 35. I'm seeing the 35. Dude, I love the Bengals tonight. What I missed, had a meeting, unfortunately. Tristan, Toledo, you had a meeting. We're not going to wrap it up. Another week liking the Bengals. Yeah, but I haven't gotten there with the Bengals. I haven't been betting them a lot. Did Texas money line pay out this weekend? Oh, wait, Big Rob. I'll meet you in the middle, 35-17. LMFA. Yo, boys are good for 3 TDs. Bengal good for 30 points. Yep. You got Dallas kicking 2. Dallas kicking 2 field goals. Yep. Prime's in fucking YouTube. Prime, why did you cancel your subscription to the Degenerate newsletter, by the way? I didn't understand that, but that's okay. If you don't want to read it anymore, I don't hold any hard feelings to anybody who doesn't want to subscribe to a newsletter. Not the biggest deal in the world. Okay. I just appreciate you guys hanging out daily and being in here. All right, let's look at props. I think we should look at props. I'm going to look at props and I'm going to do an underdog parlay. That's what I'm going to do, an underdog entry, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I will have an unhealthy amount of money on Jamar Yards today. Okay. I like, I don't know. Cam, his money's been really sharp. We got to give Cam his money his flowers. Hold on. Prime sucks. Go look at the NFL lines next week and check that Panthers Cowboys game. You're asking too much of me, Crutch. Crutch, W College Basketball Spaces last week, by the way. Aggregate you. Did I say aggregate? I meant, wait. Oh, I was like, did I say that? Here's what I'm going to do. Fair. I'm more of a nice black coffee guy. Throw a little sugar in there. Call it. I've already had 2 cups of coffee, Luke. I'm with you, brother. Make sure if you're in the TikTok live, you're following the Degenerate page, by the way. And if you want to come to Twitter and Twitch, the links are on the website. Here's what I'm going to say. First and foremost, I think it's time for a piss break. I am going to piss my pantalones. So I'm going to be right back. I'm going to be taking a piss. The True Patriot. Why does that say that? I'm going to be taking a piss. I'm going to be right back. Let me give you a little holding music. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. You can wait 45 seconds. We'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'm going to take a piss. Chicka-ching. All right, we back in this bitch. Thank you. Nobody left. We still have over 100 viewers in Twitch. We love to see that. Excuse me. Hold on. Where is my where's the music? There we go. All right. We are oh my God, Prime Bets is in the TikTok live right now. He just followed me. This guy is hilarious. He is an enigma, but he's very funny. Funny in like a annoying kind of way. Okay. Let's go to the underdog. If you want to sign up for underdog, you can do so with the link in the Twitch chat use our deposit bonus, 50% deposit match up to $250. And if you don't want to use underdog, then live your life. Do whatever you want to do. Do what makes you happy. Oh, cannot get location. I don't know why this keeps happening. Every time I try to sometimes like 1 out of every like 5 times I try to sign in underdog, it says I can't get my location. It's probably a laptop thing. Oh, well, I guess I can't use underdog. All right, we're just going to go to DraftKings and look at props. Let's go to DraftKings then. Let's look at some game props here. I suck at props, by the way, but I like to bet them. They're fun. Props are fun. Props are good. What's that from? We have some people in TikTok. Somebody said Ferguson touchdown. Don't hate that, but I don't really want to bet on a Cowboys player. What is that from? Pills are good. Dumb and Dumber. I swear I made one. What are we talking about? Oh, you made an underdog command? Oh, there we go. The bot commands for this channel are available. Chewy, I will drop you. You guys are funny motherfuckers. Dumb and Dumber. Yep. Cooper rushing yards. Miami Moon. Ooh. All right. What other TD scores do you guys like in TikTok? I'll go on TikTok live later. Oh, I must have won some bets on DraftKings. Got over, my balance is a little higher. We love to see that. Okay. What do we like? Let's think. What do we like? God, man, I tell you, all I really like in this game is Bengals related. I don't like anything Cowboys related. I like the fucking Bengals. I can't do it, man. Coop coming out party, brother, that already happened. Lasavis TD. Shit. Man, I don't know. Can everyone tell Chewy he's on thin ice? That would be pretty funny. Dude, we should put a Chewy thin ice command in here. That would be pretty good. All right, let's go look at these. Let's go look at these props. Everybody come take a trip with me down to Cincinnati, Dallas prop land, and then we'll wrap it up here. You guys can tune into Behind the Lines, Owner's Box, whoever goes live after this. Thank you all for hanging out. I do appreciate it. Love doing this. You guys have been chatty today. People love the Monday streams. Monday recaps are great. Yeah, that's a good one. Yoshi Vaz, that's his name. Thank you very much. You forgot how shit the Bengals secondary is. Yeah, but I just also don't really care too much. I don't like the Cowboys don't scare me. So basically, this is what we're doing. If we're betting on Chase Brown, we're thinking Chase Brown is going to go full Joe Mixon. That's what we think. I think it's a Joe Burrow game. I think it's a Joey Burrow game. I like Joe Burrow. I like Joe Burrow every which way. Frankly, I like him every which way. Fuck, Joe Burrow is the leading touchdown passer this year. He's got 30. I need him to chill out if Baker's going to lead the league in it. He's got 27. What did I say? Fuck. Oh, Sam Darnold's got a lot too. He just had 5. Yeah. All I got so far on TikTok is a Ferguson touchdown. Cowboys over 22.5. No one will want to click that button. This feels like a game where all over props hit. Game total goes under. Ooh. Okay. Chase Brown, longest rush over 15.5. Don't hate that. I like, man, Joe Burrow has been so good, hasn't he? Let's go to his game log. Let's go to Joe Burrow's game log. Wait, did I not just click Joe Burrow? I must have clicked the fucking Bengals. Hold on. I want to click Burrow. All right, here's Burrow's game log. I guess the Bengals are done, huh? 28 of 38, 309 yards, 3 touchdowns and an INT. Chargers, 28 of 50, 356, 3 touchdowns. Ravens, 34 of 56, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. I mean, he hasn't had a bad game. Well, against the Giants, he didn't do shit. 19 of 28. Is this his last game against the NFC East? Let's see. No, he's played the Eagles too. Yeah, it's the last game against the NFC East. 26 of 37. He has pretty pedestrian games against the Eagles and the Giant. Maybe he's just not an NFC East guy. You know? Maybe he's not an NFC East guy. Can I interest you in a Burrow over rushing yards? Ooh, escape from Parsons. I don't hate that. All right, hold on. I'm gonna go to TD score. No, let's go to passing props. You got Burrow at 275 tonight. Passing touchdowns 2 is minus 210. Wow. 276.5 passing yards, 235.5 for Cooper Rush. Interceptions. Here, let me pull this up for you guys if you can see it. Interceptions over under 1.5 under. No, I'm sorry. Half an interception for Cooper Rush, minus 145. Passing attempts 36.5. They got Burrow juiced under here. Jaceki TD. Put the house on Chase Brown TD. Yeah, Chase Brown's probably fucking scoring. Longest complete. I mean, I like that. 38.5 yards. Don't you see fucking Burrow having a bomb? How is Burrow not going to air one out tonight? How is he not going to air one out tonight? Austin R 2004, thanks for the follow. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure you're following the Twitch page. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you're subscribing to the channel. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, here's the link. Put that in there for you. Appreciate it. You think he scores twice? Who? Chase Brown? A lot of Chase Brown love. Luke, thanks for the follow. A lot of fucking Chase Brown love. I don't know what I see here. How is the Cowboys pass the secondary? It's not good, right? They got Diggs and who else? Deron Bland. Who else do they have? Let's look at receiving props. Chase in most of my parlays today. Just take Jamar Chase. Jordan Lewis is unreal. Who's Jordan Lewis? McKiffin. He's their best DB. Oh wow. All right, Luke. Thanks for the follow, Luke. All right, Luke in TikTok says Burrow under attempts. Cowboys run defense is terrible. I don't see Burrow having to throw a lot. Honestly, that's not a bad look. That's not a bad look. It is juiced -120 too. It's not a bad look, Luke. Not a bad look, Luke. Is Gesicki healthy? I haven't heard a peep about him. I don't know. It's better than the Bengals secondary. He's a Dallas DB. Diggs is awful. Bland just had a lot of picks last year, to be honest. Diggs is actually bad. Damn. I didn't know Diggs was actually bad. I thought maybe he was just like hitting a rough patch, kind of like Sauce Gardner, you know? All right, well, let's look at these. Let's go to receiving props. Chase 90 plus is +120. T. Higgins. You know? I just got a thought. I just got a thought. If you take Primer away, who's the most homer biased Cowboys fan of all time, think about it. We're all talking about Jamar Chase. We're all talking about T. Higgins. People are asking about Gesicki, Chase Brown this, Chase Brown that. I haven't heard anybody say anything about CeeDee Lamb. Peep system? Peep system? Not a peep. Oh, you did? Wait, did you? I'm sorry. Did I miss it? I'm scrolling back. Oh, I didn't see that. Sorry. I'm not hearing a lot of Lamb. Not hearing a lot of Lamb. Oh, you said he'll score. Okay. I'm thinking yards. You said CD over half a rush yard? Play it. Trust me. Equity, you agree? I need you to agree. He's checked out. Lamb was really beat up. Wasn't sure if he's going to be fully healthy or not. Catches is good bet too. He gets targeted so much. Yep. Give me a jet sweep. That shoulder got fucked. Oh, okay. So maybe proceed with caution because he might be injured. Yeah, he's been getting the rush looks. Okay. All right. Well, that's good feedback. Thank you. That's good feedback. He's banged up. That's true. Okay. If you're watching on TikTok, I'm on Twitter. I'm on Twitch and YouTube, and people in the chat and Twitch are saying that CeeDee Lamb has a shoulder injury. I was not aware of that. So proceed with caution if you're betting on him. Cooks is interesting. Yeah. He's coming off a game with 3 drops on Thanksgiving. Bro. CeeDee Lamb just had 3 drops on Thanksgiving. He had 12 days to rest. We did. We touched on college football, T-Dot, earlier in the stream. Thanks, Keith Wakefield. What did he's on the way to Cabo? You would agree with that? You know, though, at the end of the day, it is prime time. Like primetime players get up for primetime games. Isn't that a saying? If it isn't, I just made it. I don't know, man. He's addressed it too. Yeah. We just watched CD stand on the sideline perfectly fine with the game on the line. He don't want to be on the Cowboys anymore. Yeah. Bengals run too high at the 5th highest rate in the NFL. Ferguson excels against this look. Is Jake Ferguson 100%? Because Luke Schoonmaker looks reliable. Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you guys this, just in my brain at the moment, what I am liking is maybe a little CD action. Maybe something, maybe over yards. I don't know. Mike Gesicki. What, I don't even know what Yoshivas. I don't even know what position he is. You could say I don't know ball. That's fine. I don't give a fuck. Fergo just had a concussion. He's fine. I don't think Ferguson is coming back from a concussion if he's not 100%. Yep. I'm with you, Bart. What did Bart say? The rushing yards? It might be a Cooks 50 plus and a TD kind of night. Cowboys lose. They sit at pick number 12. They win. They move back to 14. Bengals cover. I like the Bengals. We're on the Bengals. It's a newsletter play. Well, I can't get into fucking underdog right now. See, I don't know why it's saying I can't get my fucking division. Come on. It says I can't get my location. What are you going to do? All right, whatever. Guy says he is on Bengals and now trying to justify a Cowboys prop. Why are you this way? I don't know, but it kind of correlates. They're going to be playing from behind and throw into CD. Don't you think? Who gave me Bengals to win the division? I don't know. Not me. I didn't. I wasn't into what's up, Parlay Hub? Thanks for the follow. I wasn't into Burrow this year. I told you why. I didn't like the fucking I didn't like the blonde hair. That's the Brooks Koepka effect. You go blonde, you dye your hair blonde, you shave it, you go the old school Eminem route. It doesn't work well. You think Rico has a good game? This one's tough. This is not a big prop game, in my opinion. As much as I want to force it, Cam has been great. Cam has been very sharp. Cam is on. I saw him put in Chase Brown over rushing receiving yards. That's fine with me. I would co-sign that. I think it was the guy that bet Missouri is what my sources were saying. Oh, Steak. Yeah. Is it possible to take Dowdle over his reception targets? His receptions line is like 3. Sure. I think that's fine. Just pull up the green book. I got it up. Both these are ass. Hot take. Taylor coaching for his job tonight. May have to dabble. Ooh. Not a prop game with a 50 total. Then you must like the under. Well, here, you make a good point. Maybe it is a prop game. No, you're right. I guess I'm having trouble picking the right prop, if that makes sense. Is it just Jamar Chase? You know? He likes Bengals skull fuck, but I said that. I literally gave you my fucking exact score. What did we say? Me and that other guy collabed. 35-17, Bengals. I like the Bengals score. I like the Bengals touchdowns. I need to take a wide receiver 3, a second string RB. I think the Bengals blow them out. Burrow rushing was your second lean. All right, let's see what that is. Rushing. Burrow. 25 plus is 360. That's hilarious. He's at 9.5. You like his over, huh? Running from that Dean line all game. Yep. I don't think he's a good runner. Yeah, but I don't trust the Cowboys enough, if that makes sense. Like if the Bengals were to win 35-10 and it stayed under, it wouldn't surprise me. You like all Higgins props? That's fine with me. I love T. Higgins. He was my guy in the Super Bowl, the Rams Super Bowl. That was a glorious day, by the way. That was my Scotty Scheffler won the Wimpo against Patrick Cantlay, hit that 25-1, and had T. Higgins 2 tutties, first Bengals touchdown, and Bengals with the points. That was a great Super Bowl. All this shit was tweeted too, by the way. But I think I probably had like fucking 1,500 followers back then. You guys probably weren't hanging out, but that's okay. What's up, YZ Bets? How we doing? I was having a side conversation about Donald. I like Cooper Rush completions, and I hate it. But yeah, he's not a world beater by any means. Okay. What's up, YZ Bets? DGen, comma. Starting to write a note. I'm ready for it. I like Burrow longest completion over. I like the Bengals not to punt. Time to cash a 10-unit max. You know what my 10-unit max was, and I missed it? I talked about it. I said it in passing. Bucks money line against the Giants. That was my 10-unit play, and I got scared off. Don't ask me why. I'm such a bitch, dude. I'm such a bitch. I really am. I used to be a lot more fun in my younger age, you know. But also, I got to be a little bit more responsible. You know, I've talked about it in my real estate business has been a little bit slower this year than usual. If I was a little bit busier and making more money, I would have more disposable income. I would be having more maxes. A lot of these people on Twitter, it definitely gets me fired up. It's a lot of fun. I wish I could do it more often, but let's be honest. I would say 90% of the people on Twitter and sports betting Twitter probably have rich parents and don't have to pay for their expenses. So I unfortunately don't have that luxury, and I can't throw around 5 to 10 unit maxes as much as I'd like to. Hold on one second. Oh, okay. My dad kind of rich. Chewy, you bet like $1, which is fine, by the way. I pay for their bets. W hater. Or just be like Prime and run off the bookie. Yep. I've only had 6 maxes this year because my parents are illegal. That's pretty funny. No, I'm serious. That's pretty funny. Okay. I know I'm just rambling at this point. I'm probably going to shut it down. It's 11:50. I have really nothing. He's a CEO of his own trucking company. Love that. I have nothing to provide, guys. I'm just blabbering right now. I'm just rambling. I'm going to leave you with this. I like, you know what? I'm going to tell you what I like. I'm not unit shaming Chewy. I'm just saying if he's got a rich parent, I don't unit shame. I don't care. But I have told you what I don't like. I don't care for when people hit fucking long shot bets. They don't show you how much they bet on it, because you could literally put 10 cents on every anytime touchdown score and then try to fucking tout that you hit a guy. It's like, come on. Seriously? Wasn't fucking born yesterday. Start trucking, Chew. Drop a meat on table for this Monday Night Football game. All right. You're right. Maybe I should get back into my old ways. Well, no, I have, if there was a deal, I'm having a fucking hard time getting this one place sold. If there was a deal that could close, I would have a very, very fun. Oh, the other game I thought about carpet bombing. I love to call this a carpet bomb. I was going to carpet bomb Notre Dame at Navy because I was going to the game. I was going to take Notre Dame team total, Notre Dame's blah, 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 everything, and spread like 10 units across it. But then I thought to myself, this is the problem when you get older. You start thinking about worst possible scenarios too often. I was like, could you imagine I got to go to fucking take the New Jersey Transit, go to MetLife, and then lose 10 units and watch Navy beat Notre Dame as a 14-point underdog? I was like, I was too scared. You can't be afraid of failure. You can't be afraid of failure. Thanks for the follow on on TikTok, by the way. If you look in the website on TikTok, thedegenerateweekly.com, you can find our Twitch stream and find our YouTube channel, by the way, if you want to watch on here. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you one bet in all seriousness. And I'm not just saying this to be silly or funny. Here's what I like. I'm going to give you a bet I like. I'm going to give you my favorite bet in this game. Let me go to game props. Oh, first drive. I love these, by the way. First drive. Bengals, first drive. Touchdown plus 155. That's happening. First of the game. Team to get a first down. Bengals are plus money. First team to get a first down? That doesn't make any sense. Why are the Bengals plus 100 to be the first team to get a first down, and the Bengals or the Cowboys are minus 125? I knew Benny the Bull. Wouldn't you think it would be Chewy's best interest? Absolutely. Yeah, I know, but why would the Cowboys be minus 125? Oh, yeah. I didn't include that part. Ooh, I don't like that, man. I mean, no, that makes sense. Georgia quarterback. That's why Notre Dame's odds move that way. Favors home team. Oh, you're joking. I can't. I can't log in Underdog right now. It says it can't get my connection. Bed flips at bowl games would be legendary. That is hilarious. I'm not qualified, man. Yeah, Chew, you're the man, dude. We love to chew. All right, I do want to do first down of the game. That's fun. Who will have the first reception of the game? No, I don't. Oh, away team first reception. Who's gonna have the first catch? Who's gonna have the first catch? Can you guys see that? Yes, Yoshi 10-1. Who the fuck is Tanner Hudson? No, dude, those tickets are way too expensive. No, I'm going to be traveling a lot from like end of December. I am going to the national championship game. Anybody else? Atlanta? Hot Atlanta? VB and TikTok says score prediction. I'm going to go 35-17 Bengals. I'm going to the national championship game January 20th. You want to hear a hilarious story? One of our good friends his wife hit me up and she said, "Hey, I want to buy my friend, a birthday present. It's a big birthday. It was his 40th. They live in Georgia. The game is in Atlanta." She said, "I want to get him a ticket to the national championship game. Obviously, if you buy a ticket, you got to buy two." And she goes, "Yeah, great present." But she goes, "Would you be interested in the other ticket?" No pressure. I'm like, "Oh, so I got to fucking pay $2,000 so that you can get your husband an awesome birthday gift." So, I mean, yeah, of course, I'm like, yes. I was like, but I also don't know if I can commit to January 20th because I still have some shit going on in real estate that might prevent me from going. But I'm like, fuck it. We'll figure it out. And worst case, she can always sell the ticket. But that's how it happened. And I was like, all right, I'm in. She gave him the Christmas present or the birthday present. He hit me up. He's like, all right, are you going? And I'm like 90%. And he's like, fuck that, you're going. And I'm like, all right, fine, I'm 95%. And he said, fuck that, you're going. And I'm like, all right, fine. So then I tell Steak, Steak, we're going to the national championship game. Kind of have to. And I was like, are you interested? Literally within like 15 minutes, Steak sends me a screenshot and he buys the tickets directly in front of us. So me, Steak, one of our friends, and another guy will probably be going to the national championship game January 20th, I believe, in Atlanta. Hopefully Notre Dame is in there. Unfortunately, Michigan won't be. Guy can spend $2,000 tickets but can't put up a paywall. I'm fucking getting there. And listen, I kind of got guilted to buying the fucking ticket for what it's worth. Joey Dumps is coming. Let's go, dude. Joey Dumps is a great fucking time. Who doesn't say no much? You're absolutely right. Listen, I'm a yes man too, but I have to be a little bit more calculated, if that makes sense. Keep in mind, I work a job that's 100% commission. So it's like kind of depends how the business is going. You know what I mean? Legal parents world. No, actually, he's an immigrant. He's an immigrant. Can me and Chewy come? Yes. Yes. Chewy, yes. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, of course. Georgia, Oregon would be awesome. Although I don't really want to see Georgia. But probably Georgia. Probably Georgia, Oregon. All right. Anyways, I'm going to shut it down, guys. 2,000 for Arizona. Dude, Fat Duke 11. I never see your name in here commenting, but that was a good one. Quality over quantity. That was a good one. What are you doing Saturday night? See you at MSG for UConn Zaga? No, is that the night before? No, I'm probably going to go Sunday. We'll get there early and we'll watch some NFL games. So if anybody's in the Atlanta area, keep that in mind. We will be at the national championship game. Steak and I. Greg won't go because he's a bitch. All right. Meat on table play. Bengals to score. First scoring play. Here we go. First scoring play. Away team touchdown plus 170. First touchdown. Bengals minus 150. Oh my God. Bengals minus 150 to score the first touchdown. POD. P-O fucking D. There it is. You want my fucking nuts on the table? That's my play. Bengals to score the first touchdown minus 150. You kidding me? Score the first touchdown? I ain't scared of Cooper. And there goes Turpin. That's my only concern. I know it does. That does sound. Doesn't that seem fucking low? That should be minus 170, minus 175. GG fumble Micah 6. You guys are some funny motherfuckers. All right, I'm going to shut it down. That was a fun 2-hour stream. You guys are great. TikTok, I'm going to end it. Make sure you're following the page if you're not already. I'm going to end the TikTok live. We'll come back on TikTok. We'll talk touchdown scores on TikTok live. I gotta pay attention to the TikTok game. The algorithm is insane. TikTok live. I'll see you guys at 5:00. Make sure you're paying attention or following the page if you're not already. Thanks for hanging out. All right, let's end that. Boom. All right, guys. What day, DGen? What are we talking about? This is why DGen doesn't tell us plays. No, Bengals defense first TD? No. Can't do that. TikTok about to get banned. I know. That's why I'm trying to use it as much as I can before it gets banned. No one's scared of Cooper Rush. Oh, what day? Chewy, what day are we having you on? I think Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Come on with me and Steak in the morning before Javon comes on. Yes, remember. Chewy, how could I forget? You've only reminded me every day for the last 7 days. All right. Thanks for hanging out. You guys have a great day. I got to get out of here. What time? What's my day like today? Oh, you know what? I have a 3:00. Working on getting your store up today. By the way, the Degenerate sweatshirts and hoodies should be available for pre-sale soon. Shout out Corn for giving one away. That'll be fucking awesome. Oh God, it's gonna rain. 75% chance of rain. I was gonna city bike it in because it's 50 degrees, but it's gonna fucking rain. God damn it. Shit. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. All right. Fuck. I'm so annoyed. All right. 1, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So annoyed. Oh, dude. Yes. Thank you for reminding me. I did not get the coffee mugs going. Gambling coffee mugs. I will literally tell them right now. We have Degen beanies coming, and we have Degenerate crew necks and hoodies. They're nice. Listen, I can't. I know that the sale price would be cheaper if I went with a cheaper material. I went with the better material. If you're gonna buy some shit, listen. I am a guy I used to do the H&M stuff. I used to buy cheap shit, $20 shirts. I'm telling you, I'm not even trying to be a salesman. I like to get something that's a little bit better quality that lasts longer. That's the way I look at things. So again, I put myself in somebody else's shoes. That's what I would want. I've bought merch from other stores before and shit. Barstool. I haven't been a fan of all the quality. I'm not going with the cheapest quality. I just can't do it. Christmas gifts. I'll send one to Goots. Oh, love that. You guys are friends in here. I'm getting one of those hoodies for sure. W's. Yeah, they should be up on the a beanie would be dope. I'll cap one. Love that. All right. Well, we're gonna shut it down. You guys have a great day. Is there anybody that needs to be rated? Anybody that needs a rate? I'll send you guys the owner's box. Tell them I said what the fuck is up. And I will check with you. I will chat with you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. Good luck on your bets. As always, Owner's Box Sports. Boom. Good luck on your bets. Let's go Bengals. Right? Let's go Bengals. Let's go Bengals. Score the first touchdown. P.O. motherfucking D. I'll make a video about it later. All right. Check you guys tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Peace.